got your video. You gonna jump into video?
Oh yeah, hold on. Yeah, I realized I didn't. It's been so long, man.
I know.
Hold on. Where's my Where's the thing that used to be hold this up?
We're mutually agreeing it's 8 weeks. I guess I could check the YouTube studio archives and see how long it's been while you get your camera turned on.
Yeah, this is much more.
All right, it says here the last one was August 1st. That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
August, all of September. That would be 8 weeks right there. So we're like 9 weeks, 10 weeks. Wow, that's what you look like now. You
so dark. Hold on, let me go turn on.
You grew a beard to show that time had passed. Nice.
I mean, I've been trying to grow this beard for the past, how old am I? 33 years?
Oh. I did that Ancestry.com thing, and they pretty much were like, yeah, you just can't grow a beard, dude. It was the most freeing information I ever got. I was like, damn, okay. I won't try anymore. I don't know what kind of effort goes into growing a beard. It's not really trying, I'm realizing. It's just, it happens or it doesn't happen. I don't know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right.
Sweet. All right. It is that time of year. The time of year being extra lifetime. But the thing is, it's different this year. It's different. Because Halloween is on a Friday, they don't want to do the marathon the first weekend of November. And I mean, that's just smart. You know what I'm saying? That's just smart. Anybody, the kind of people who can handle a 25-hour marathon are also the kind of people that might be partying kind of hard on a Friday Halloween. So, like, I could definitely see the logistics decision there. You want to move the event away from, like, a big party holiday kind of thing. So this is the first year that I've been in it that we don't have daylight savings time happening during Extra Life, which right away, strange. It feels strange. Yep. So we're obviously going to make a stretch goal, add 1 more hour to the marathon. So, like, that's for sure. We need to add that to the mix. Let me open up the notes.
It's not 24 hour. It's not, it's not 24 the kids. It's 25 the kids.
There you go. Another great example of having to be legally distinct to get by in this world. Because can't say 4 the kids. Some other charity copyrighted that, so we gotta say 5 the kids. It's a spacious pouch situation. You know what I'm saying? It's a spacious pouch situation. All right, let's see. Extra Life 2025 prep document, which I have cleverly removed the prize redemption codes from as I continue to share it out with more and more collaborators for the thing. I was like, maybe I shouldn't have a tab that has all the... Not that I don't trust everybody, but, like, if we wanted to do what we're doing right now, which is throw it up onto the stream, we wouldn't want to be like, here's all the prize codes for this year's raffle. Good times.
That's smart.
Yeah. Let's see. Move that there. Do this. Move dish over here. There we go. So right away, I need praise from Dom. Look at my cyberpunk-esque desktop inside Foundry. Like the dashboard for the game. Have you not logged in yet?
I mean, yeah, I have.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I gave you that praise when you put it up on the server too.
But now it's documented, like, on video.
Okay, yeah. Yes, you can have all the praises.
But every time I did it, I was like, just like Dom Cyberpunk. That's why I kept telling myself, just like Dom Cyberpunk. So I was pretty happy about it. Happy with how it turned out. All right, so where do you want to start? You want to do a broad overview of what we're planning? I don't think we've really discussed this on stream.
Yeah.
I think I've mentioned it at the end of, like, games, but I don't think I've ever, like, I don't think this year we've really revealed to people what's up, what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. We'll go to Extra Life. We'll go to the homepage. All right. We'll start there and we'll go out from there. Okay. All right, so this year's Extra Life, Children's National, 10 years. That's a long time. That's a long fucking time. Our team this year, we have some peeps that have signed up for it. I'm trying to figure out who's on our team this year. Okay, we got the beautiful Nathan and the handsome Haley have both signed up for it. I don't know if anybody else wants to sign up for our team, but you should. Because you'll unlock prizes for yourself while also making our overall fundraising go higher. And I'm a person that I had to get rid of my Extra Life gaming chair because I just wore it out. My chair right now is on an Extra Life rug in my office. I play Monster Hunter with my Extra Life controller, and when we're trying to figure out stuff in D&D and Pathfinder, I roll this fine Extra Life die. You know what I'm saying? I have so much Extra Life swag. I don't give a shit about unlocking any of the swag anymore. I want you guys to unlock the swag for yourselves, and then we all get credit for raising a shitload of money. So the more people that could join our team, the better. So I guess I'll throw that into the chat real quick. I'll do the multi-stream chat. There we go. I think I'm allowed to use that. Yeah. So right now we've raised a whopping $25. This is the $25 that I paid to register for Extra Life this year. So we're a little behind the curve. Usually by now we've done like a summer event, or Red used to do like events throughout the year, and then he was a member of our team, so it looked like we were making money even though Red was doing all the work. We're like, the cupboard is empty. You know what I'm saying? We are bone dry here. We are bone dry. So I don't know. I mean, $5,000 is the goal. $5,000 is the goal this year. We're starting at $25. So this better be one hell of a marathon. I'm gonna say that analytics-wise, we have the lowest views on all of our stuff. Not just my games, but as a channel, we have the lowest views we've had historically. So that's not great. I quit Twitter, which is now X, so I don't have any presence there. I don't use Reddit anymore. It's not great. I'm gonna be honest. It's not great. I don't stream to Facebook anymore. We've got no social media presence, and the lowest views that we've had in the life of this Discord/channel. So 5,000. It feels kind of tough. It feels kind of tough. We have time.
Shoot for the moon. If you miss, you at least end up with the stars, you know?
Yeah. And if you miss hard enough, you cause Earthfall and destroy Galarian. So that's good.
Yeah.
So,
that, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and hey, that's history.
That could be a
regardless of anything, either you hit the moon, you end up with the stars, or you make history.
I mean, Earthfall, I'd say that's a fated event. Oh, sorry. No spoilers. Anyways, so let's get back to the main page. So this year's theme is the Sphere of Horrors. So the Sphere of Horrors is like a real Starfinder thing. So Starfinder has a nation, a giant undead corporation called Eox. Eox has they control a lot of the multimedia companies in the galaxy, and their best source of viewership and entertainment is their blood sports. And so one of their blood sports, I'm pretty sure, was the inspiration for Dungeon Crawler Carl. It might have just been the Running Man, which probably inspired the Eoxian Bloodsport lore or whatever. But basically, they have a planet. They make people go down onto this planet, which is full of dungeons, and then they film them dying in the dungeon, essentially. It's dungeon crawl game show. Great historical examples, of course. I already said the Running Man. Watch the original with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Don't bother watching the remake that's about to come out. Pretend that one doesn't exist. Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'll watch it for free when it comes out. For free, I'll watch it. I won't pay money to see that. Dungeon Crawler Carl, phenomenal. The run, what is it? Smash TV. That's an old one. I don't know if you guys are old enough to know about Smash TV, but there was an arcade game. Called Smash TV. Fantastic. From what I understand, Twisted Metal, the TV show, is kind of a game show. Are they kind of on a game show in Twisted Metal?
I haven't tried it.
Yeah,
People say it's good.
Yeah,
I haven't- I
I'm a
haven't-
big fan of that. I problematic admission here. I used to read and collect. That's that bad. The Battle Royale manga. So like I'm a big fan of people having to fight to the death for money, like and survival. Obviously, I don't condone that in real life, but I do like Squid Games. You know what I'm saying? But not the actual Netflix game show Squid. I mean the show Squid. Anyways, so it's like that. It's like that. They're dungeon crawling for money, but also for survival. So each of the players is going to have 3 characters. 15 characters feels like a lot of characters to care about during a 25-hour marathon. But 3 characters per person means that we could be extra deadly this year. It also allows us to put characters in timeout if they refuse to follow the game show's rules, which is kind of a fun mechanic. And it allows the PCs to swap out party composition if they feel that certain combos aren't working or if they need certain combos to get past certain obstacles in the dungeon. So I think it's going to be a pretty fun mechanic to try out. Also, if you get a bunch of bad shit and your character's ruined by Gashapon curses or just bad decisions, at least you have 2 other characters to fall back on.
Yeah.
All right. So it's our 10th year. So far, we raised over $35,000. We're going to try to raise $5,000 more dollars. And then one thing that's very fun this year is that I'll be running it the whole time because I kind of miss the rush of just running it the whole time. But Lex AS22 is going to be sports announcing the entire thing. Like alongside me. So I'm just going to be there, the game engine, the dungeon AI, that sort of thing. But he is going to be doing like the commentary. He's going to be during breaks, he's going to be taking players aside for interviews, like how things are going so far. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. So that's gonna be pretty cool. He's also looking for guest announcers to come in and like sort of do like post game or like break commentary kind of thing. Like things got pretty rough back there, and then like the guest announcer's gonna be like, "Yeah, absolutely right, Lex," and like that kind of vibe. We're trying to kind of get that like sports event vibe going, so that should be pretty exciting. Let's see, prize support. We certainly don't have the prize support of the best year ever, where someone at D&D Beyond was like, charity, I love charity. Here's like $4,000 in prizes to give away. And we were like, gosh, incredible. I don't know if we could even give away $4,000 in prizes. And then Wizards of the Coast bought them, and they never gave us anything ever again for charity. But before that, it was pretty nice. But we do have Tom Carlos back on board. We got Heroic Maps. We got Kakaroto from the Forge VTT. I'm very sure that Foundry VTT is intending to offer up some copies of that, some Pathfinder adventures. I haven't heard back from Paizo yet. But we do have, I think, Afternoon Maps is on board. Pretty sure Zapiku is going to be on board again. So we're going to put together a nice bundle of maps for anybody that donates a certain amount, $25 or more during the marathon. Will get access to everything in the bundle, and then there will be a raffle to get like for every dollar you donate is a chance to win something from the raffle. So there'll be some pretty cool raffle prizes as well. Another thing we're doing differently this year is it turns out that Twitch has a polling feature. I don't know how long it's had this polling feature, but it has a polling feature. And you could do up to 5 items for a poll. And so we are going to do polls throughout the marathon, because they're going to be, I think there's 20 Gashapon orbs out of 100 that go to Twitch chat for vote. So when those get polled, Twitch chat actually gets to decide what happens with those Gashapon orbs. So that'll be kind of cool to get some like chat interaction this year. Yeah, so that's the general premise of it. And so far, no spoilers. But now we'll hop into the Foundry world and we'll kind of jump into some. Oh, wait. The last thing I should mention is we did say the word Starfinder. This happens in Starfinder setting. The players are encouraged to make characters that are a mashup of Starfinder and Pathfinder stuff. So anything
Yep.
they see from either game, it's all compatible. They can just mash it together inside Foundry. So anything goes, and that also includes the kind of enemies they're going to face, the kind of loot they're going to find, and the Gashapon orbs this year are going to be. I would say that this year's are maybe some of the craziest ones so far. I mean, there's been some crazy ones. There's been some real crazy ones, but I think these might be some of the craziest ones so far. So, with all of that sorted out, let's take a look inside. We've got the Caves of Chaos. Coming back from, I think the first time we used Caves of Chaos was 2017. I want to say 2017, maybe 2016. I don't actually remember. We don't do a very good job of keeping our recordings.
Before my time.
Yeah. So, the premise of Caves of Chaos, and I guess everybody would know about this now because didn't they just release like a new box set for 2024 D&D that's like the Caves of Chaos or something? I think they did. Basically, the Caves of Chaos sounds a lot cooler than it is. But back in the 70s, it was very cool because nobody had ever gone into a cave and found chaos before. But they are about as basic bitch as you could imagine. The real Caves of Chaos from Dungeons & Dragons. There was a town, and then there were some caves nearby, and monsters lived there. And they were just like gnolls and goblins, like that. And that was enough for us back then, by the way. That was enough. We were very excited about this. And they were different factions of monsters that lived in the caves. And I'm pretty sure there was a beholder. I know there was a minotaur, and I know there was an owlbear, and there was a hermit who lived in the woods nearby. And so we did a Caves of Chaos Extra Life, the first one, and we did the Hackmaster version. So we had the town of Fromlet or something, and it was very close. We had some town adventures, which we quickly learned had no place in Extra Life Marathon. Just get their asses into the dungeon. We had a region around the dungeon, then we had the dungeon itself. It was yet another year of over-prepping like crazy. So we prepped an entire region. I think at the time I was by myself doing this, so I prepped an entire region. I prepped 16 dungeon maps, and then I had sub-dungeons inside those dungeon maps because I was worried it wouldn't be enough content for 24 hours of gameplay. After they spent 6 hours in town, I realized that I definitely had way too much stuff prepped. So much stuff that we used the Caves of Chaos over and over and over again, trying to get through all the content, and then it sort of became a tradition of like changing the Caves of Chaos every single year. Now, our Caves of Chaos were not just a couple of caves with goblins and gnolls and an owlbear. There's an artist called Zat, Z-A-T, and he specializes in making huge dungeon maps. And one of his first, this might have been his first one, he called it the 1,000,000 square foot dungeon. And I saw it and I was like, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And so what we did is we built this thing at the time in Roll20. It's been rebuilt in Foundry, and now it's been rebuilt again this year in Foundry Pathfinder 2e, because you have to export and then re-import and fix stuff and all that. But look at this bad boy. Look at this. There's like 5 different entrances into the dungeon. All of the maps interconnect with I think at least 2 other maps. It might just be 1 other map. But there's also going to be teleporters that connect all the maps to each other. There's a little town in the center of the dungeon, Goblin Town. There's vying factions. There's areas that are just, you shouldn't go there because it's full of lava or deadly fungus.
I bring back, oh man, Crash's, I shouldn't ask this question because it might be a spoiler.
Well, no, I already said we're in the spoilers now.
Okay.
None of our players for the event should be watching this right now. Yeah.
Then we need to we need to bring back Red Hot Frank.
Red Hot Frank for sure. Yeah.
He's gonna be in he's gonna be, because we did have that the whole red versus blue cobalt factions.
That's
living
where
in here
that
before.
started. That's where that started.
know.
Is Area B4. There was the red
Yep.
dragon and the blue dragon, and they had beef with each other, and it just sort of grew into like lore for like all of our games, that these red kobolds and these blue kobolds just like hated each other's guts, and yeah, and it just kind of like expanded from there. And then of course the iconic Dom Lake, where every time you do something to this lake, it's memorable. My two favorite Dom's Lake memories, one was the floppy bumpers. Because you remember, like, Cadenex was so sleep deprived, and he's like, I can't stop looking at the floppy bumpers. And we're like, what are you talking about? He's like, they're so floppy. And we're like, what do you mean? And then we all were like looking at these bumpers, because you'd made like a pinball room out of the dungeon, and we're all looking at these animated like just bumpers that are constantly doing like the pinball bumper animation or flipper animation, and everybody just lost it.
The problem is that like after they do the bumper animation, they like sort of wobble a little bit before they reset.
Yes, it was terrible. So it was terrible. Are you bringing them back?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. And then another one that I really loved in your lake area was the year shit was going down. Like shit was going down in that section, and then Conti, he was like, how much is it going to cost to get Master Chief up there or whatever? And didn't he donate like $300 or something to have Master Chief show up and do like a falling like elbow smash to like kill this one boss monster? It was incredible. It was incredible. Yeah. There's been some pretty wild stuff. in this dungeon.
Had the skeleton party where all the Pikmin died.
Yes. Oh my God. The year with the Pikmin, where Wes was Cowboy Mario, and he kept busting. Yeah, that was so dumb. Oh my God. And then there was a year where they came in here, and Area B3, there was a invisible gelatinous cube spawn point. You know, like from Minecraft, where like the spawn point like just makes it was producing an unlimited amount of permanently invisible gelatinous cubes. And so all they could hear is just a macaroni and cheese sound playing like super loud, and they're like, what is happening? And they'd try to run, and they would just crash into an invisible gelatinous cube. Oh my God. Oh, and then A2, this river area, when we used to let people design their own monsters for money, and that one I think Terry donated for like Cat Shark or something.
Was it the cat? The
cat wearing the shark pajamas, and it was like the most broken monster ever, and everybody was like losing their minds trying to get away from it. Oh my God, it was really bad, man. And when Jim Shepard had the Triger, you know, the tigers that were stacked on top of it.
Claw bite. You know?
7 vicious attacks. Oh man, it was good. It was good stuff. So, just getting these maps together, I was so excited about it. Like, I know that we had been like, yeah, so we'll have like a basic, like vanilla dungeon. Then we'll have, I was like, a train would be so cool. Like, just like from Dungeon Crawler Carl, do like a train. But 3 of the players are in my Monday game, or 2 of the players at least are in my Monday game. They've already been on a train adventure, like recently. And so I felt like doing another train adventure was like not great. Also, prepping train, very hard. It's like it was a lot of work and I didn't want to have to prep another train after all that. And then you were like going to do either on top of a monster / inside a monster, which is very, very cool, but also like a ton of prep. And I started to think about all the years where we've like all prepped content and not all of it has gotten used. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I do feel that might happen again this year, with the Caves of Chaos, because it's 16 maps. You know what I mean?
But I think it makes more sense with this one, because you don't know where the players are going to go. Whereas before it was like we prep all this stuff and then we did like a roulette wheel to see you know where they went next.
And like the idea was we wanted to have enough content that if we ran out, that we wouldn't run out, essentially. Yeah. But I like this, especially because this being the Caves of Chaos, right? It's fine if all 16 areas are completely like batshit crazy and don't make sense, right? Because it's literally called the Caves of Chaos. So if we had 16 DMs come in and each design a different part of the dungeon, that's fine. You know what I mean? That still works. And then I like this year the very honest use of like the meta timers. Like we don't worry about like days passing in the dungeon or like daily prep or anything like that. It's just going to be every hour on the hour you gain the benefits of daily prep. So it counts as a full night's rest, and you get the benefits of like Pathfinder. You hit that coffee button on your character sheet. And then items, a lot of the Gashapon items have a 1 meta hour cooldown. So I'm just planning to use my, Alexa robot and just say, hey, remind me in 1 hour that this thing is done. And then boom, we're just going to constantly hear in the background, Alexa screaming about durations being done. But I love the idea of like having that meta timer, because it really, to me, it grounds the experience in the experience of it being a 25-hour marathon. Well, 24, but hopefully we can raise enough money to add that 25th hour on there. Hopefully. 16 riders making 1 dungeon. Is this a WotC adventure? Dang, I thought you were gonna say. Is this a Pathfinder 6-book 1 to 20 campaign?
I'm about to say what?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Oh man, the biggest offender of that from WotC, though, was definitely Wild Beyond the Witchlight. You could tell that every chapter of that book was written by a different team that barely talked to each other. But most of theirs are like, they're just badly written across the board. You know what I'm saying? But they did it together. So that's nice. So, are you... Sam says, I could give some spoilers teasers for the swamp. Yeah. What's going on with the swamp? I can take us over to that section real quick. Let's see. Oh, why are my thumbnails not loading? Uh-oh. I had to clean up some files last night to make room. Oh no, I feel terrible. I had to clean up some files last night to make room because I don't have enough storage for all this Bailey Wiki stuff that I want to use. And I deleted like my oldest D&D compendium because I was like, I don't use my oldest D&D compendium. I think that all of our maps were stored there. Maybe.
No. So I know Lake still shows up, but the thumbnail went away. So you just right click and regenerate thumbnail.
Oh, okay. Gosh, I was so nervous. Back. All right. Cool. All right, so let's see. Swampy Roots. There we go. It is inhabited by sadistic dryads who love to inflict pain. Nice. All right. Oh, Arboreal Husk. That thing looks sick. Wow. I'm so excited because I have a lot of monster compendiums. I hope everyone's able to access all the monster compendiums that I have installed so that like everybody can really go ham like when they're designing. Yeah. What is this? That's disgusting. Husk Slug Swarm? Oh my god. Oh man. Oh, bottomless pit. I'm into it. Is it really bottomless? Alright, let's see. Actor Stab, Broken Nerdy, Swampy Roots, Hazards. Alright, so in our guide for the dungeon, Act 1 through 3 guide, there's tags, right, for all the areas, so that the DMs who are designing, they have a general sense of like what to design around. And for this area, it is listed as deadly. And then deadly basically equates to these areas can be as broken and unfair as you want and should feature many ways to die easily, quickly, and terribly. So if we hop back in here, we've got Blighted Swamp. Let's see. Fetid tendrils of a storm of fibrous tentacles that whip and writhe through the room, filling the air with unsettling sounds of the forest dying. Oh my god. Void damage. Nice. Sap strength. Creature that moves into the room beyond the stairs. The swampy tendrils rise up from the water. DC 30. Love it right off the bat. Let's see. Cause prone. Oh, critical field paralysis. Holy shit. Alright. That's another thing I really like is the steadily decreasing DC of like lingering effects. I think that's kind of cool because I think we ran into a lot of problems in 5e where there'd be a lingering save that you could just never get out of, especially at higher levels. So that's really cool. All right, let's see. The Husk Queen, Dryad Husk. These are creepy as fuck. Oh my god. Yeah. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. I've got my working doc linked in there. Let me see. There we go. Swampy roots. Oh, so bright. Let's see. Deadly. These areas are the basic concept. A group of vicious blight dryads and friends exist to inflict the most horrific pain and death on any living non-blighted creature that enters the area, likely related to the fungal area or at least in partnership with it. Oh, very nice. Rotter infestation. Oh man. Arboreal husk can summon the equivalent of awakened tree. Arboreal husk typically manifests from arboreal wardens. Oh dang.
What level is the spider? Okay.
Which spider are you looking at?
No, I'm looking at the spider thing. I think I'm gonna claim that one as well. So
that's a big map. Spider map is probably the biggest map I think because it's got an outdoor area too.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be you okay with a swarm of spider troops? So you just press the button, they all just swarm the people.
I think that map's already set up to have ambient spider weather effect like all over the place.
Yep.
Yeah. That area is huge. Where is it? Spider entrance.
Spider entrance. Yeah, there it is.
Generate a fresh thumbnail for that bad boy. All right.
Remember last time we used this one, we used it for the hags. And then the triple tiger showed up in the cave.
Yeah, because this map's got so much going on here. Like you got graveyard, you've got ritual circle, you got spooky like Blair Witch shit going on over here. This part of the map is actually a heroic map that was sewn on to this area because this area just didn't have a lot going on before you got into the spider caves.
Yeah.
So it didn't really feel like an entrance, you know what I'm saying? So but yeah, you climb up this cliff face and you get in here with the spiders, and there's always been nasty stuff. I don't think there's been a single year that people haven't ended up in the spider area, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know how they keep ending up here. There are 5 entrances, and Twitch chat poll allows 5 choices. So I did think it'd be kind of spicy to start the entire marathon off by having the chat vote where they start. But I feel like if chat was given a chance to pick where you start, and the options are waterfall entrance, spider entrance, mine entrance, southern road entrance, and volcano entrance. I feel like there's no reason to have a poll. Like chat's just gonna choose volcano entrance.
Yeah.
What do you think? Let chat decide.
Is definitely gonna. I mean, unless you make it so that chat doesn't know. Like you just say B. You could A3, A1. But then that kind of defeats the fun of it.
Yeah, it's kind of a blind taste test situation. Yeah. But maybe they won't pick volcano because it's a little too obvious. You know what I'm saying? I mean, normally spiders is worse than volcano. So
it's true. I mean, that's true. But
yeah.
You see what they say? Yeah.
Yeah. but like volcano entrance ain't messing around. Like right away, you can just fall into lava.
Into volcano. Into lava. Yeah.
I think.
What are we doing for lava damage this time?
Well, since no one will commit to an official lava rule set, I mean, I guess whoever designs each of these lava areas can tell me how much the lava is going to be. Yeah. This one, my favorite.
Every 3 maps are going to have a different one on it, you know.
I did Final Fantasy bombs in this area, and every time they took fire damage, they would get bigger, and then the damage that they dealt would increase. And of course, that meant that they could chain into each other. And so if a single one got blown up, it would just blow up others, and then they would get a bigger explosion and bigger explosion. And there was just an unlimited supply of these bombs that would come out. And that was when we were still running like XP-based systems. So there was like some real temptation to stay here and try to fight as many bombs as you could to get that XP. I guess that's a question. Are we going to do XP this year, or are we going to do are we just going to do milestones?
I mean, you know, it's a really easy way to do it is just if they clear out a one of the maps.
That's tricky though, because like.
Oh yeah, there's not. We're trying to get them to 20, right? Yeah,
there's a split map, and we're going to be destroying maps every time we hit a meta timer. Thing. So we're dividing it into 4 sections. So at the end of section 1, we're gonna make a random table out of every map they've gone to, and then I think it's 3 of the maps are going to be destroyed. And then when they get to the end of section, part 2, we're going to do it again and delete 3 more of the maps to kind of like force them into like certain areas, not randomly. See, meta hour level up is good, and it'll definitely get them to level 20, but like then they're at level 20 for like at least 4 hours.
4 hours.
Yeah.
Which I guess is fun, Now, just go ham when you're at 20.
Doing XP in Pathfinder, I feel like they're going to level up just as fast given the threats that they're up against, right? Because they're just going to keep fighting severe encounters, right? So like, what's the cash payout? Like we have the mod support.
Yeah, we have the mod support for it.
Yeah, we could definitely just say, hey, give them all the XP from this this combat tracker encounter.
Let me check something real quick.
Well, we're not going to take a break every hour. We're going to take a break in between. We're going to take a long break in between each act. So we're going to have a 1 hour break between Act 1 and 2, a 1 hour break between Act 2 and 3, and then a 1 hour break between Act 3 and 4. So those are the guaranteed like 1 hour breaks. And then there are going to be opportunities, of course, where we stop to get to stretch and have food and stuff like that.
So,
which I think could just be based on if a lot of people need to level up or not. The other option is to have milestones be a physical object that you find in the dungeon, and a milestone is how you level up. So in that way, you could put at least
it forces them to explore.
Yeah, in that way you could put a milestone in every map. You know what I'm saying? So like every map would have at least 1 milestone per character, right? Then you run into some real shit. Do they give does somebody steal all 5 milestones for themselves? That'd be horrible. Imagine playing with that person for the next 18 hours. They just took all 5 levels for themselves. So maybe it's like a milestone affects all the characters.
Affects all of them, yeah.
All right, I like that. I like physical milestone being a thing that you have to find in the game. I like that a lot. To add more of a game show component, we could have enemies when they're defeated, they drop XP, but XP isn't used to level up. It's actually the currency that you use in Goblin Town.
Oh no.
That'd be kind of cool.
I mean, that'd be good because we have the things to add it to people's sheets automatically.
So we use the thing and it tells them that they're going to level up, but XP actually isn't used to level up. It's actually what's the currency of the dungeon. So like people are like, yeah, I'll do it, but I need 10,000 XP, and it's like 10,000 XP. That's 10 levels. Yeah. So I think that could work. Then it'd be kind of funny to see like how much XP you could possibly get, because it doesn't cap, right? You can just keep getting more.
No,
XP.
it caps at 1,000, and then you level up, and then it goes back to 0.
What
normally.
if you set the amount of XP to level up to 1 million?
I mean, yeah, you could.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so the XP is the currency. That's old school Yeah. Because I love the idea, and I was talking to Basil about this driving back from college this afternoon, that I love the idea that this is in the far future, right? It's in Starfinder. So, like, EOX is really proud of themselves because they have recreated the Caves of Chaos from historical records. Do you know what I'm saying? And so, like, they're trying to make it accurate, but there's going to be a lot of things that aren't accurate. Like, you know, XP was supposed to be used for leveling up, but they think it's being used instead of GP. So, like, they kind of got, like, GP and XP, like, confused or whatever. So just, like, little things like that, I think it'd be, like, really, really fun. So...
Okay. Yeah, because you can just go there, set their sheets to 1 million.
Yeah.
And then as they fight stuff, they'll get the XP. You'll just have the button, press the button, it adds to the sheet. It'll add up to whatever it needs to be. And then, you know, when they go to the thing, you just say, okay, you're trying to get this for this much. Take away this much XP.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So then, yeah, so we have, so that means there'd be 16 possible stones. I like the idea of there being 16 stones that you can find, and then just to make sure that they can get to level 20, we throw in, I don't know, like some quest ones, basically. Like if you complete this quest, you get like a milestone or something. Sure. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah.
Because I know, like in some of the rooms are set up to be layers, so there's gonna be a boss there. So maybe that boss itself drops one.
Right.
Well,
like the Husk Dryad Queen might have like a milestone that you can either get from killing her or from completing her quest, kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right. So I like the idea also.
Oh, you know what?
Of this map right here that no one has ever made.
One.
The Goblin what?
Goblin Town should sell a milestone.
Oh, and they sell it for what? Like a shitload of XP? Like how much XP?
Yes.
How much XP we're talking?
Well, you know, normal Pathfinder leveling up is 1,000. So.
But what if through the power of donations and helping sick children, like we've got like low level people fighting like level 13 monsters? Like how much XP do you get from that? I guess we need the Pathfinder encounter builder, right?
Let's find out. I'm gonna find out right now. I have it open right here. Let's find out.
Beautiful.
So, let's say level one first. Level 5 party.
5 level 1 characters is going to fight a level 13. They're fighting the Dryad boss right away. Level 1, they're fighting the Dryad boss.
Find level 13.
All right.
Let's see, 13. Are you serious? Hold on. Wait a second. This is not right. Party size level 5. Party level is level. Hold on. Let me change this real quick to that, and then change it to level 1. It says it's 100 and 160 XP.
That's it. All right. Hold on a second. All right. Let me grab some level 1 heroes. All right. We got Testy. I'm gonna duplicate him a few times. Let's see. How dare they not put him in the same folder as his friends? Whatever. All right. I think Testy...
once you put a second monster in there, it jumps up to like 300.
Okay.
Like 320. All
right. What mod is the mod that that gives you that auto hands out the XP? I just think there's a few of them, right, that do it.
I think it's a tool belt or a workbench, one of them that you turn it on. And then I think also Monk's Bar, the bar thing that you have at the bottom here, also can do it too.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, assign XP. There's a button there at the bottom.
All right, so we have these. Like a little book. We have these PCs, and they're gonna fight this Baylor. That's a pretty extra life thing to do. Pretty vanilla extra life thing for them to do. All right, so they're fighting this Baylor. We're gonna go ahead and throw it in. It says it's an extreme encounter. It's only 128 XP, Dom. It's true. I thought maybe it was not. Oh my god. Okay, well,
So yeah, they limit the XP gain by like once you get to plus the 3, APL 3 plus 3 or more.
Yeah.
It's just a flat amount.
Absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
These guys thought of everything. They thought of everything.
Yep.
They're like, we're not gonna let anybody cheese their way to 1,000,000 XP. Like, that's incredible. Okay. Damn. Yeah, it must cap out extreme. Okay, so now that we know that the most they're gonna get is like maybe 300, right? Like the most, right? They're gonna get is like 300 for a fight.
Well, they get more the more monsters that are in there. So if it's like an extreme encounter that's made up of a bunch of, bunch of monsters. So more monsters mean
more appropriate for their level monsters, but just a lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like.
Here, I'm gonna grab a bunch of these awakened husks. There we go. And we'll grab this dryad. We'll grab the husk queen, who's definitely too strong for them. We'll get some slugs, which are level 10. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like three level 2 monsters is more XP than with single.
Sam is out to get these guys. Like this is wonderful. All right. So let's see. We head to the combat tracker. Yeah, 576 for this fight. So that's half a level right there. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So if every fight is going to be about 300 to 600, that seems right. A fight take like an hour or so, 2 hours, depending. You don't want to make the amount that they're charging too much. Ooh, this is a tough call because you want to have the number right away.
There's 5 players. There's 5 players, right?
Oh, they're each going to earn
5,
that much. Oh,
5,000.
That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah. Okay, so that's how you get the one from Goblin, or you just steal it from Goblin Town.
Or you steal it from Goblin Town. Yeah.
You just go on a little heist. You go on a little heist in Goblin Town.
And whoever's making Goblin Town, make it heistable.
I love the idea that any area that has semi-intelligent monsters could be you're doing a quest or you're doing a murder. Like I like that a lot. And then both of them could unlock the milestone. So I think in certain areas, like this map right here has 2 different maps essentially. Like this is like newbie passageway. It'd be really nice to just have a milestone in the corner right here. Pretty easy, right? But then you've got this portal of the dead gods or whatever that you have to go through all this rigmarole to get in there. So opportunities to put more than like 1 per map should definitely be keconsidered, as long as they're not going to be picked up at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I could see that. All right, love that. That's good. Glad we got the XP part figured out. What else do we need to look at? I don't know. Areas that I want to... I'd love to actually use this year. We've never used the wizard area, I don't think. I don't think we've ever used the wizard area.
The one at the bottom, D3?
Yeah. I don't think
we did. That was the one. That was the one when I almost killed Burger.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
With the Lich.
Shoot, that was the one I was so tired and you took over and we're running that, and then I was like, oh, okay.
Wait, never mind. Hold on. Was that not the one? Or was it the one? Was it the one above? No, it was that one. Yeah. I think it was that one. It was the one right next to it. Never mind. It was D4.
D4 is the tombs.
Yeah, so that's where the Lich was.
So since the tombs is an entrance that only leads to one other area, I figured we'd make this one kind of a softball pitch this year. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe just a ton of like manageable undead ?
Yeah. You always it's always fun to just there's no shame in just killing a bunch of undead.
Agreed. I'm trying to figure out. I thought the skeleton of Jaden was on this map, but now I'm not seeing it. Because didn't Jaden die here at some point?
I think he died. Yeah, I think he died in C4. Yeah.
Oh, he died in C4. Okay. Let's see. GM vision. Yeah, I could have sworn, like, right here. I had, no, it's in... Yeah, I thought I put, oh, there's Jaden. Okay. So, yeah, I put Jaden's skeleton here. It's a memory. And then if they dig out his skeleton, they'll find his laser helmet his Cyclops laser helmet. But he was actually adjusting the settings on the helmet when the whole place caved in on him. That's why he's not wearing it on his head right now. So yeah, pretty excited. Man, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be real good. I'm curious, whoever does the burrows, will they do the burrows without bugs? Because I feel like we have bugs in the burrow every single year. So is this the year that we get something that's not bugs in the burrow? I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know. Let's see. Okay, do you want to go over some of the gashapons so you can kind of get an idea?
We can do it. We can do that.
So I don't think anybody has built out any in the world, but I did bring over the ones from last year in case some of them would be useful for copying and then changing to build like the new ones essentially. Like so let's see. All right. Some of the highlight ones that I'm just gonna jump to some of the most messed up ones first. Okay. All right. The fleshlight of knowledge.
Oh no. I didn't see that one.
It hums softly. Oh, Alexa, stop the timer. It hums softly and whispers answers. Use it as a 10-minute ritual.
Oh no.
Alexa, please stop. Yeah, use it as a 10-minute ritual. It answers one question as if via augury, but the knowledge is delivered as whispered erotica describing the asker's future. Downside, you gain the new belief. Everything is connected through flesh. Yeah, that one's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. What was one that made Sam say, what the fuck? Oh, it was the hamster. Ghost of former pet. A semi-transparent hamster rides atop a plastic ball. Inside the body of a mummified hamster corpse flops around as the ball rolls. Roleplay challenge. Tell us what happened between you and the hamster. What is its name? It better be a sad story. You gain animal companion. Ghost of a former pet.
I think there's an actual animal companion that is a ghost.
I'm sure. I can't even imagine that between all the Battle Zoo stuff that we have and just the normal Pathfinder stuff that we don't have every monster that we've made up already statted. Yeah. Let's see. What's another one that's kind of oh, this one's fun and kind of a shout out to our other games. A Kool-Aid Burst 6-pack. Enough sugar to smash bodily through a wall. Oh yeah, 6 bottles. 2 action to consume. For 1 minute, you may smash through one wall, not ceilings, not floors. You create a doorway in the shape and size of your body, but you must endorse Kool-Aid Burst positively and then shout, oh yeah. And then it says downsize none. This is a quality product. What was another one? Oh, there's one called Beach Episode. You just go to the beach. And you just hang out at the beach for an hour. So what I thought we could do at the beach is we'd have a beach map, and then they could just hang out. They could just play volleyball. And they could go make themselves a sandwich. You know what I mean? It's like it's literally you get to leave the dungeon for an you get to leave the dungeon for an hour. But it is where the most powerful optional side boss of the entire adventure is going to be hanging out. I don't know what that boss is going to be, but like you could summon it out of the waves and fight it on the beach. It's going to be. I thought maybe it could just be the beach. The beach is the side boss.
It turns out the beach is it's a beach mimic,
or just like literally the beach. I don't know. Just the beach is fighting you. Yeah, it's gonna beach your ass.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of GM notes that don't actually have any mechanics associated with them. So like the Void Crystal Bubblegum, consumable to actually interact. You chew this gum, you gain resistance to all damage equal to your level. This effect can be sustained, but if you ever stop sustaining it, the effect ends. While chewing, if you have chewed it for at least 1 hour, you can blow a big, like real big bubble with it. The gum is consumed and casts a rank 9 prismatic sphere centered on your mouth. it says, "Warning: Do not swallow the gum," and then the GM note just shows the scene from Akira where he turns into a flesh monster. So like, I don't know what the stats are for that, but that's what happens if you swallow
Figured it out.
Yeah, but there's been some pretty rad ones. This one's good. Meat of my loins shield. So once per meta hour, you can spend 10 minutes giving birth to a clone of yourself. This clone starts as an infant, but reaches an age matching your own over the next 5 minutes. The clone is an The clone is an NPC under the GM's control. The GM imprints on you immediately and is motivated by the following ideals. I love you as a child loves a parent. I would die for you. The world is strange and unknown. I have many questions. Your clone has identical stats and level to yours, except it lacks any of your class feats, skills, spells, immunities, resistances, weaknesses, or abilities. It is technically the Guardian class with these specific abilities locked by level. So just levels from the Guardian class. It has no equipment, being born naked. It has no background, past, or history, only what is experienced since being born. It has vulnerability to fire, poison, and void damage equal to its level. While you can create multiple clones, you should not. And the GM only info says if the PCs attempt to create additional clones, while the first clone is alive, the additional clones are perfect copies of the PC and will do everything they can to kill and replace the PC.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Like, I just feel like they're just fucking crazy this year, you know? Like, sometimes it's like, this is a Vorpal sword. That's cool. But, like, this year, 10th anniversary, they gotta be bananas. You know what I'm saying? They gotta be bananas. All right. You have anything awesome to add or showcase?
I don't have it built yet in Foundry, but I'm planning to do a Fantasy Star online.
Very nice. Very nice.
Area. And since I went and double checked that the lake is like a lair, I'm probably just gonna pick one of my favorite bosses from Fantasy Star Universe and put it in there and build a cool monster for a fight there. And then I'm making a bunch of Fantasy Star themed weapons. And I'll place them inside that area. A lot of them are just sort of reskin versions of the Starfinder weapons and a little bit of the stuff that I learned from building all the stuff from Monster Hunter. So they're gonna have photon arts and stuff like that in them.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
I felt like the Fantasy Star stuff was, or not Fantasy Star, but the Starfinder stuff. It just doesn't feel like there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, because they just have player. Yeah, they only have 2 books out right now. Player Core.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping like more stuff would drop before extra life, so that we could pillage it. But yeah. Like, it's more like we're doing the flavor of it rather than having like all the stuff. But I mean, I do have it installed. I do have the compendiums installed. They
have a decent amount of like augments and stuff like that. You can install on the people. So they have a bunch of like biotech and magitech and all that stuff you can install on people. So there's that you can use from, but it's a lot of it's like the basic stuff you would want for a venture, and then some unique stuff. And then one thing that's really cool is the if we're gonna have some flesh warping stuff in here, they have some really weird aliens.
Oh, that's good.
Ancestry feats that we can just rip off of if people don't play them.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay.
Yeah,
because there is some flesh warping stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so like somebody grows 6 arms. There's a character with 6 arms from Starfinder.
Nice. Okay.
Use the same thing there. Somebody is now like a jellyfish person, a blob person. There's a jellyfish person. There's a starfish alien that could just shape change at will and has weird genetic reworking stuff on them. So that's a good source of stuff we can use.
How many of the 5 players that have signed up for this are going to even touch the Starfinder stuff for character creation versus just having Pathfinder characters?
Yeah, we'll see. Well, I kind of want to know what the characters are a little bit, and then because I might see a little bit more Starfinder stuff.
Well, David has already told me he's making 3 professional wrestlers based on the most iconic professional wrestlers he can think of.
All right.
So he's gonna, and one of them will be Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh my goodness, David's gonna be. Oh no, man. Oh boy,
he's gonna have that. I think he's gonna have that. He's gonna have Hulk Hogan. I
Oh my
don't.
goodness.
I hope the third one's Andre the Giant. I really do. But he got them voices. He's got them voices.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
know.
gonna be a real treat. It's gonna be a real treat. I'm worried about Larry's health because he's gonna be laughing so hard at David, and he can only laugh for so long, and then that could be it. That could be it for him. But we got Nathan and Haley who are hilarious. We got Larry who is pretty funny. Pretty funny. Not as hilarious as those two. Pretty funny.
He has a zinger every once in a while.
He's got some good jokes in him. He's got some good jokes, and he laughed a lot. He laughed a lot. We got David, hilarious. And then rounding out the group, we got Cryptic Muffin.
Oh,
so
you get the chaos.
It's just the Gremlin Squad. You know what I'm saying? We just got
you pretty much have the Gremlin Squad. Yeah.
So I do think it'll be entertaining to watch and to be a part of for sure. For sure. Yeah. So looking forward to it. All right. So Evil Cloudy at the beach. Oh shit! I just saw that, Red. I like Evil Cloudy. At the beach. Or evil, maybe just regular Cloudy at the beach.
What's his?
And then
Mysterious Stranger also has to be at the beach.
Oh, Mysterious Stranger. He should have another milestone for sale.
Oh yeah, he should.
Yeah, but does he take XP for it, or does he want something else? Is it like a bartering system? Like
maybe he has a quest.
Oh, that's true.
He has a quest. Definitely, he has a quest.
The one year he had a quest, and it was you had to go play Dungeons and Dragons with him in his man cave. But it turned out that he was actually Vecna, and he sent you to the original Tomb of Horrors. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure they looked up how to beat the Tomb of Horrors because they were like, "Fuck all this." So because they were finding a lot of the secret doors that, dude, I don't know how they found them. So I do think that they were fed up at that point with the bullshit. Okay. Let's see. Broken Nerd says I'll be inputting a bunch on Sunday if anybody wants to join a founder VTT party. I mean, honestly, that body doubling, that community prep, not a bad idea. Yeah. A bunch of people could be in at the same time prepping different areas and stuff. Yeah.
For me, it's gonna be tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be my day of prep.
Yeah, nice. I'm pretty booked up all weekend, unfortunately, but I was able this week to sneak in some time, hence the reason we got all this set up. The last thing I want to talk about before we end this, because we are at time, but I do want to show you. We're going to constantly tell them in game, right, and in real life that they have 16 maps in the case of Chaos that they have to make as much progress as possible. They have to get as strong as possible, because in the fourth quarter, they're going to hell. They're going to the hell level of the dungeon, and it's going to be fucking crazy, and it's going to be fire and brimstone and demons and devils everywhere, and it's going to be absolutely insane. They need to prepare for it. They need to be ready. But what's going to happen is, when they are being teleported to the hell level, freedom fighters who are against Bloodsport and the Eoxian Corpo Empire are going to hijack the teleportation system and send the PCs into orbit so that they can go to the broadcast ship that is in charge of the dungeon show, and then basically now they're set loose on their captors, essentially. Yeah. So then, of course,
we definitely gotta play up that they are not treated well by the people that are.
Oh no, this is torture. Yeah. And I don't know. I feel like Lex is capable of this, but Lex has got to be real catty. You know what I'm saying? He's got to be real pulling the corporate line. You know what I'm saying? This sports station is owned by the same company that is making the Sphere of Horrors. So I do have, from the Mythic Odyssey days, this year's Star Destroyer. Yeah. So I'm going to make this into a levels map this year. That's the goal. So, Castle Ravenloft all over again. But at least this time, all the walls are already lit, built, and the floors are lit. So I could just sort of, hopefully, copy pasta to the different levels. It shouldn't be an issue. As far as, cutting out a triangle in Photoshop, I think I can manage. I think I'll be able to manage. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. So they're gonna get teleported here, and then they'll have the remainder of the marathon to pretty much do whatever they feel their characters would do.
So we're doing this at the 20-hour mark.
Yeah, we'll do it. Well, it'll be out. Yeah, it'll be between Act 4 or 3 and 4. So it's kind of like, okay, you got 1 hour. You know, come to Jesus, get ready, because you're going to hell when you get back from this 1 hour break. And then we play up like the teleportation, blah blah, and then they go there, and then you know the people are like, you got to fight back against your captors. You got to show the universe what it means to be free. You know, blah 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 blah. But then the party could decide like. We're not being told what to do anymore. We don't have like shock collars on, you know, like things they could do on the Star Destroyer, they could go on a rampage, they could escape, right? Like that's going to be the thing they could do. They could nuclear response, they could just blow everything up. They could steal the God's ambrosia. So if they can make it to the command center, they could take over the dungeon AI, and then they can start dungeon mastering the rest of the marathon themselves. And then get rich. There's of course a vault of real money, you know, Starfinder credits of petty cash. So they could do any combination of those things to kind of close out the marathon. But they get to take all the loot they got from the dungeon, and now they've turned it against their captors or whatever. So yeah. Which I thought would be kind of a nice twist. Plus, this is a great map, and this map is going to be in the $25 donor bundle. And Heroic Map said that included with the bundle, we could also include the Foundry VTT level setup for it. They're not bad. It's not bad. Yeah. We should probably also include a non-levels version, because like levels is real finicky about like working or not working depending on so many factors. Yeah. So we'll include like each of the separate floors, and then we'll also include the levels version.
I mean, if they already have the levels version set up instead of remaking it.
Well, I know, yeah. I'm just saying, like, some people, even when you have a levels map working, if they import it and like one setting is off. Oh, for me? I don't have the levels version of this installed.
No, well, I'm saying instead of because you said you're gonna build it as a levels map this year.
Yeah.
Hero Max already have it built as a levels map.
Oh no! I'm gonna build it, but they're giving us permission to share out the version because like normally we can't share out. We can't share out maps without that are made with artist maps without their permission. So it's going to be all bundled together. So not only are you getting the maps, but it's already going to be set up for you in Foundry.
Okay, yeah, I see. Okay, that works. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, so it'll be pretty cool.
Thanks for roadmap.
Yeah. All right. Anything else before we end? It's very nice to hang out with you again after 9 weeks.
Man. It's been a while.
Yeah. Life happens. It just keeps happening. That's good though. That's good. All right. Then in that case, I hope you have a great weekend. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Looking forward to Extra Life, and hopefully our schedules align so we could do this again next Friday as we continue to get hype and prep for this year's Extra Life.
Alrighty.
All right. See you guys. Oh wait, Sunday's your birthday, Scottrick. You will not be free. Who is locking you up on your birthday, bro? Damn. Okay. No judgment though.
Happy birthday, Scottrick.
Yeah. All right. Goodbye, everyone.